On the right, there is a bank. It used to have a dry stone wall on it, but it was a bit sad looking. So we're going to rebuild it. But before we can rebuild it, as well as having taken the stones out, we want to just make it a bit squarer and just leaning back slightly. Now we may rebuild this as a dry stone wall, or we may use gabion baskets, but just leaning on the wall. What's Paula found? More of that later. We know that these banks are stable even without any retaining. So this wall doesn't need a retaining wall. It just needs something that will stay there and dress it, so it's not just bare earth. Yeah, that's what I found, or the digger found. A little fork. It's amazing how many tools we found in this garden. And I've got my rake bucket. Probably should have started off with the rake bucket. It seems quite good for this sort of thing. Would I have run over the wheelbarrow? Nah. And now we've raked it down, we've got to pick the stones that were in it out. Rake bucket again. And picking the roots out too. That's neatened it up. Bonus extra, moving stones. I don't know if this was the easiest way of doing it. I didn't really want to be too rough with them. And there were a lot of them. So I could have moved them with the digger, and then moved the digger, then moved them again. Because I'm only moving them about 15 meters. So anyway, I thought I'd do it like this to make a video, if nothing else. And I do like using my thumb. In they go. So we're going over there. That's where you're going. Picking them out again and putting them on the pile at the large rock end. Getting a bit hard to grab now. They're a bit deep in. Stick with it. There's a surprise coming up. I could have just tipped them out, couldn't I? That probably would have been the easiest thing to do. Oh, I think I bumped the camera then. Yeah, that's got more out, but there's some on the ground and they're a bit close, aren't they? A bit close. Move him over. Yeah, That was the surprise I was talking about. Now this was the day I lost the dumper key. So I looked at this video to see if I could get any clues, because that was the last time I had it. And this was the last video of the day, and there's the digger key around my neck, but no dumper key. But presumably the dumper key was in my pocket, and we went everywhere wondering where it was. And I remembered the last thing I did was use the camera, and then Rob said, "Is it in your camera bag?" And it was. All the time, it was in the bag with the GoPro.